All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another wonderful day with stocks. Tesla up at 385. Still bouncing a little bit. Nasdaq up 1%. Let's check out Amazon. 33.15. So trying to pop over the highs of yesterday. Oh, they're going to have the new episode up. Good morning. Sorry, that link took me to Netflix, or took me to Twitter, which had a Netflix ad on it. And I'm like, what? Saw a show that I used to watch. Like, what are they coming out with a new episode? All right, AMD looks like moving up a little bit. MJ, Net, Restoration Hardware with great earnings moving up a bunch today. 396 right up at 400. So RH, oh look at that, finally getting up to my 400 target. Just about a month too late though. Um, yeah, NQ. Let's see what gold's doing. Someone mentioned gold up. Gold's at 184. Could gold start to get going here, guys? Maybe. Could be buttoned up against that trend line as resistance though. Visa on the decline, tested the 50-day. When MongoDB. All right, how'd Zoom end up the day yesterday? I'm not sure. Okay, and end of the day kind of flat where it was, but gapping up a little bit today. Zoom had a great day yesterday. Really a tremendous amount of volume, not quite a pocket pivot, but bouncing off the 10-day moving average. Really bullish as we were discussing, and looks like it went on to have a great day. All right, so 1% for the NQ. Open in about a minute. Let's see. Let's take a look at some IBD stuff. Tech futures rally. Retailers set to sort of all-time highs. Let's see which one that is. Tesla up 5.5%. In or near buy zones are Amazon or TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor. Amid worsening general market conditions, should be more focused on locking in profits and cutting losses short. All right, so NASDAQ was up 1%, now already down 0.8. RH up 23%. Tesla, Peloton up. NIO, Zoom, Trade Desk up about 2. AMD, Match MJ, Starbucks. All right, let's check out some Spotify. Slight bounce back after a rout here through the entire basing structure. Soxel trying to rebound after its huge sell-off right there. From 304 all the way down to 215, almost a 33% drop in 1, 2, 3, 4 days. It's pretty a lot. GBTC up a little bit. NIO, Roku. All right, let's see what Tesla's doing in its own little bubble world here. All right, so still bouncing. Yesterday had a pretty good percentage bounce, but you can see the volume was the third lowest it's been on the... Oh, take that back. Well, since we started popping up, yeah, that's the third lowest candle since we popped up. We had a small consolidation there. And then, so we'll see what happens. This one really could go either direction. AMC, Amazon here. Mentioned a lot of stocks yesterday off the 50-day line. Amazon, one of them. Tesla, also one of them. And the stock market indexes, it's looking a... Usually when you get a route like this, it takes a little bit to get confidence back. We still don't have that confidence back, I don't think. I mean, Amazon so far pretty good off that 50-day. You got really the highest volume day, closed well up in the top part of the range, up about 65-70% of that daily bar range. It closed up, so that was good. Next bar closed low, but on much lower volume, so that could imply less selling pressure. You see that right here. And then yesterday with a little bit less pressure as well on the bounce back. So a little flippy floppy here for Amazon and some of these names, but able to bounce off the 50-day. I mean, that in of itself is a good thing. Trying to forecast ahead of time is always a difficult game to play because nobody knows the future. It just is what it is. So you just got to go by the technicals. And I mean, so far we filled out this entire Bollinger Band range for whatever that's worth. We pretty much filled it out. 1.14 for the NASDAQ now. Oops, I was looking at NVIDIA. Trying to click on it. Let's check out. Let's click on NVIDIA. Also bouncing off the 50-day, not quite on the 50-day, a little bit above it, but still doing, still bouncing back, able to bounce back. That's good. It's always hard to buy right after the market's had a big drop like that, but in some instances, it's the right thing to do. Buy the dip has worked so far. And you can see our buddy Foot Locker blowing up still. Yeah, Foot Locker's still going in the right direction there, folks. So that's good. Pretty extended up here. What's down today? Nikola, 10%. Pretty much retracing that entire GM pop. That's why I wasn't playing that. Wow, that's a big drop. So, well, I think that is a good partnership. Apparently the market just wanted to buy an initial position and wait and see. To Hindenburg lies? What's this? Okay, there's nothing, not even a link in here. Short selling Hindenburg Research issued a bearish report on the stock. Okay. Is an intricate fraud a new report? Never seen this level of deception in a public company. Oh my gosh. Let's see what kind of weirdness. They're waiting for something. I don't know this whole garbage thing. I don't think super highly about Nikola, but I think that is a pretty good partnership between Nikola and GM. And you would think GM does their due diligence, so you have really no reason to doubt GM. The funny thing about the whole GM partnership thing, which is interesting, is that Tesla said, at least publicly, Elon said that they would they wouldn't mind partnering with OEMs. They just have to reach out and do things Tesla's way. Tesla's like, we're not going to re-engineer our shit for you. So if they would have just reached out to GM, or GM would have reached out to Tesla, then they probably would have had a working product about a year earlier or something. Yeah, I don't see that as being a negative either. All right, so Amazon getting up here today, 1.81%. I want to take a look at this Tesla chart a little bit. I'm sorry, Amazon. So a couple of big selling days. I was looking for some kind of parallel, if we can even try to find one. I mean, I guess one would be here. Could turn into a very awkward neckline for Head and Shoulders. Got a big one up there. Yeah, see, we were supported by our trend line. We didn't break our trend line. Oh, no, we did break the trend line. Yeah, so now we're coming back up to the trend line. So now that's going to be interesting. Yeah, that would. That barely closed below the trend line. So I'm not sure if that qualifies as an exit signal or not. Tesla pulling in a little bit. NASDAQ chilling at 110. 1.1% up. Peloton up here 6%. Oh, bouncing back nicely. Earnings today. Earnings are today on Peloton. Wow. They're buying the crap out of this thing. I guess they're anticipating a big bounce. What's in the options here? We're looking at 96.5, so this is directly on the money. Looking at a $7 bounce overnight from here. So that's quite a. I mean, we're seeing some big gaps. We got 21% in RH. We saw that other one the other day pop another 20 plus percent. So I mean, I guess it's possible. Peloton is kind of one of those darlings of the coronavirus times. So anything's possible here. Still really, really difficult. Earnings should not be messed with unless you have a really large gain in a stock, you really shouldn't be trying to mess with earnings. You can have these 20%, those 20% pops lead to 20% drops. So you don't want to get caught in one of those. You'd rather just not really play catch up, but participate in the next leg rather than try to chase the lottery ticket. Sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't, and you'll end up being on both sides of that coin. All right, Peloton. Yeah, super bullish, obviously. Spotify trying to bounce back. NCLH, Cruise Lines, very bullish this morning, lots of volume. Basically going straight up and has been working. So maybe, yeah, it's been going up, which is good. Let's look at our buddy UAL. Not quite as good as the Cruise Line, oddly enough. Kind of an odd little cup and handle here inside of a larger, what could be a cup. Noted Roku earlier. This one just bouncing off. So this one came back down to retest support, it looks like. Test that breakout point. It looks like it's trying to bounce in the right direction. All right, so net did break down. In pretty bad fashion. Not too bad, though. I'm not too mad at it. Coop. There's Coop. Eek. Coops have got that whole range. Big time. That's down about 28% with a quickness. So, yeah, you could argue we've come down too hard too fast. You could make that argument. Looks like Tesla up 6%. Trade desk. Soxel back up. DraftKings. DraftKings working on a cup base here. And also an IPO base. That would be its IPO base, actually. Breakout from the 44. Really good volume this morning. So they look like they've been supported by their 50-day here in the past week or two. So that's good, getting above the 50-day. Maybe trying to extend out here. Maybe they'll be a leader in the next rally. Trade desk, iRobot. Work. Nu Skin was one that we re-added. Oh, Nu Skin broke out late yesterday. Volume was not very good. Volume today also not very good, but this is one of those old stocks. We'll see what happens with it. But yeah, Nu Skin broke out. Not a lot of volume behind it, unfortunately. Up about 4% from the breakout point. Tough to jump in on that one right now. Now it's kind of that weird pivot point in the market. Tuesday's Tesla lows. Was it Thursday? Yeah, I did buy one 2022 option for Tesla. I did buy that. I did buy one. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, but that's not actually with that particular position. I'm going to try to do a bunch of covered call stuff. Is what I'm going to do there. So basically what I did is I ended up selling I sold a 400 call that expires tomorrow. Looks like it, we'll see what happens with it, but I sold one of these right here. Looks like I'm down about 100% in it, but that's okay. Cuz the option I bought I think was like the 288. Oh no, but it wasn't for September. It was for this September. Yeah, I bought this 288. So that's up a bunch, and the other one's down a little. So it doesn't really matter that much. But I'm just going to try it out. I've never done something like this before. And I do like Tesla long term, so I don't mind. I don't mind holding that call and buying it on a 30% dip. Seemed like a rational move. The problem with that move is that if the market does take a much larger dip, then I'm gonna be holding that option for a long period of time. But the whole theory behind it is that if I sell those covered calls, then it'll be worth it. That's the theory, at least. We'll see how it is in practice. Actually, speaking of which, I do own some calls that aren't worth shit anymore. I wonder if I could do that with those. I don't know if I get my money back though. Not enough time. Yeah, it's not worth it. I could get some back though. They're not. They're an MJ and marijuana ETF. All right, Nasdaq 0.98, Tesla a little bit red, at least compared to where it opened. Silver up. That's USLVF is silver 3 times ETF. Damn. All right, RH still holding up pretty good after a nice gap. Not really extending though. We'll see if it's going to start to try. Nasdaq back up 1.18. Trade Soxo Peloton. Tesla's up 5.24. That's iRobot. What's iRobot doing? Not too bad actually. In kind of a consolidation, volume declining. So we're managing up here pretty well. Looks like earnings behind us. Next earnings is in over a month, so that's good. My buddy EXPI, it's been trying to get back towards highs here. No high tide flag working out on that one. Twilio looks like it's basing, taking its sweet time, which is good. We don't have to rally back right now. All right, Starbucks flagging out here pretty nicely. I'm not mad at that Starbucks. I do kind of like it. DocuSign. AMD down 0.55. Really hasn't attempted a major comeback. That's a bear flag sitting on it for the past couple of days. So that AMD showing downward. Let's take a look at Apple. Also with a mini bear flag right there. Could imply this is just a dead cat bounce, and the volume so far loosely confirming that. You never know until after the move's over, but So far, lower volume on the attempted rebound. Let's check out Facebook, which was poking into new highs for the first time really in years. Had a high in 2018, basing underneath that until about 2 months ago, 3 months ago. So still above its 50-day. Also looking a little bit like a bear flag, isn't it? In Tesla rolling over a little lower. NQ now 0.77%. Just dropped about a 0.5% there on the NASDAQ. Looks like I'm going to definitely have an opportunity to test out covered call selling if this continues like this. How's MJ looking? Yeah. That's stupid. Hmm. Oh, let me do that. There we go. Oh, that filled. All right. We'll see how that goes. All right, NASDAQ 0.71%. Registration hardware still up 25. Still up there. Not quite 25, but doing good. Beyond Meat 4% today. And definitely attempting to come back. Morning, Ethan. Hair looks fantastic as normal. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll take care of that today. How you doing, bud? Why don't you go on a bike ride? It's great outside, man. What I gotta do with a bike ride? Go on a bike ride. I tell him it's nice and cool outside. You should go on a bike ride. He's like, yeah, because Copper's so cute. Copper's our cat. I'm like, what are you talking about? Silly. All right, 0.82. Trying to bounce back, so a little bit of a battle going on here this morning. What's different? Not much. That's why patience is a good thing. Patience is a very good thing. All right, so NCLH, which is, I believe, North Caribbean Cruise Lines, having a pretty good day today. We noted earlier the good volume, and still pretty good volume here today. It's been working its way up the past couple of months. Actually, looks like just about a month. Working its way up. Volume's been pretty decent. There was a little bit of selling pressure up in there. Very, very long-term investors would probably, like these types of 18 and what was a $56 asset. Remember down here when we were looking at all those prices and looking at all those highs, and it seemed like almost like an impossible task? Well, most of those came true except for, your cruise lines, your What's the Marriott doing? Marriott. There we go. MAR. How's the Marriott doing? Not bad. Actually, kind of has a cup and handle here. Yeah, right there, your buy point about the 108.32, give or take. Yeah, just the other day. 107.9. Okay. So kind of a cup and handle here for the Marriott. If things start to calm down a little bit, you may see hotel stocks pump, airline stocks pump. Um, does appear cases are going down, but I think people are just chilling. So people are just chilling right now. Not really doing a whole heck of a lot. Yeah, so Marriott with an intriguing pattern here. Someone's not too bad. All right, trade desk firmly lower. Looks like it's going to be consolidating for a little bit. Soxel consolidating for a little bit. Could try to come back quickly, but that's a lot of volume on Soxel. We'll see how that one's going to play out. All right, 1.1 back for the Nasdaq. They're chopping and churning people, making them think they're going up, think they're going down, think they're going up. Just I'm not sure what they're doing. All right, DKNG, good volume this morning and starting to move towards the right direction. Pretty interesting. I wonder what there's any kind of a play here for these guys. If the market does get going again, DraftKings, this is a very nice setup. I mean, 44 was 20% of 44, so it'd be about $8.80. That'd be about $5.30 or 53 bucks for about a 20% gain. That's possible. Morning, RP. Ah, shoot, I gotta get your damn refund. Let me. Can you cancel your? Did you cancel your subscription, RP? Can you do that so I don't have to do that? Fucking lazy. I gotta search your name up and all kinds of garbage. Make sure it's not another RP. Oh, you think we're gonna go early, Tesla? Yeah, you can do it. Just click on the members link on the website, and then it says account overview underneath the Real Crypto Power Hour, or some account management or something like that. All right, let me see. I'm in my PayPal. I'm just gonna do it right now because I've been forgetting. Sorry about that. There we go. Yes, James. What's that? I told him to go on his bike. All right, refund's been issued. Yeah, just go ahead and cancel that. Thanks for that, James. All right. Yeah, it said Real Crypto Power Hour. For future reference, I have no way to change that. All right. Restoration is still up 25%, 1% for the NASDAQ. Not doing too bad. James, what are you doing, bud? No, you want to pull the string on the right if you want to do the blinds. No, that's the left. There you go. That string. It's going to be tough. It's heavy. And James? Yeah, hold on, bud. Look, the way these work, it's a pretty cool. There's a little switch. If you pull it to the left, it will go down. If you pull it to the right, it's so if you want to close it, you pull to the left, let go, and it'll go down. If you want to hold it, you have to push. You have to swing this to the right, and let go. See, it's weird. No, it's gonna be abstract thought for a 6-year-old. I'm still basically waiting on the sidelines. I did take a small Tesla position a few days ago for a number of reasons. I mean, I do like Tesla long term. Flip side of that is it was down 33%, and then I'm also going to try doing I'm going to try selling covered calls on that one. Doing the math on selling covered calls, man, is actually really awesome. I'm thinking about maybe trying to apply it in to other things. But I mean, it's an experiment at this point. All right, 1.25 for the NASDAQ. Starting to go green again. Tesla right back up here. MYOK. All right, starting to get rocking here. Big cut base here for this one. I have no idea what this is. But a big, beautiful cut base right there. Beyond Meat. Oh, there's DraftKings again. Nope, that's not DraftKings. I wonder if we're just stuck here all day, guys. Could just be stuck here all day. That's definitely a possibility. What you doing, bud? Yeah, we've been oscillating between 1.25% and 0.85% on the NASDAQ all morning so far. All right, 1.31 for the NASDAQ. Is that a high? That is a high. That's us breaking out here. At least attempting it. How's our volume looking? Pretty good for an upside breakout, actually. That's pretty solid action. 1.5 minutes to go, and we're already pretty decent volume. GBTC trade desk. Beyond Meat getting up there too, 6%. You went out? That's awesome. Yeah, so still waiting, RP. Not really jumping in too deep at all. Really do have a small position on Tesla. Amazon probably would be another one, although it's a little bit elevated at this stage for me to want to jump into without some additional confirmation. Yeah, what's up, James? Dead lizard, okay.
On this side,
Okay.
the knife.
It cut him in half between his legs with his tail. Hold on a minute. All right, teaching my kid how to pick up a dead lizard. Workhorse. Yeah, I think Nasdaq up 1.41% now. Hate this program. This is the worst fucking program. Oh wow, that is nice. That's very nice. Haven't looked at this in a while. 410% rally. Yeah. These are another electric car companies, or another electric car company. GM will supply battery and fuel cells for Nikola. Thought that was their technology. Maybe that short seller's right. Well, he's wrong now with the GM thing. So okay, yeah, I'm not mad at Workhorse. I mean, it's definitely stalling up here in highs, but overall, I mean, I think it looks really good. I wish we would have broken out when we were trying to break out a few days ago, but the market was doing weird stuff. So that's probably why that didn't happen. So look for some additional bullishness to pop in at some point. Maybe you could try to take a position on this one. This, oh, I mean, on the weekly chart, this is really nice. This is super nice on the weekly chart. We used to have a symmetrical triangle or a pennant of sorts, whatever you want to call it. You could still call it a cup, like I just mentioned it too, but I mean, that was pretty good. Didn't really look at that too much. RH at 26 now. Tesla at 6. Although it doesn't really look super hot. All right, DraftKings. Starting to calm down a little bit. Amazon up 2% now. Yeah, really wish we would have bought that the other day when I bought Tesla. So we're gapping up and we're kind of holding high, but we're not running a tremendous amount. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Not super enthused. We need to try a shakeout to the downside again, unless we already had that. So here we bottom, shaking out to the downside on low volume. But I think the bounce is also on low volume. I'm just not. After the big run up we've had, I'm just in definitely a difference in change in behavior in terms of the selling pressure overall. So I'm definitely willing to wait it out. It has already been a phenomenal year. Absolutely phenomenal year. So I'm definitely staying patient here. Just I'm really not willing to just jump in front of anything that moves just because, yeah, 467% this year is really good. And holding my gains, so I ain't letting them go. They're gonna have to earn my money back, folks. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. This has been, I mean, pretty boring. It was walking around the market, looking at the same old, same old. Nothing's really getting going. Beyond Meat looks a little bit enticing. Um, I'm not sure what's going on with Tesla, but we're just kind of chopping around. Nasdaq's chopping around, not really doing much. I mean, the only thing I'm really looking at is like Amazon and Tesla and a couple of cup and handles. That GM had a nice cup and handle, and they broke out from that, and those guys pulling back as well. So, like I said on those ones the other day when the news came up, I don't, and it's hard to know what to do short term with some of these because I mean the news has a decade of application to it. I mean, two and that 2 years and 3 months from now is when they're actually going to start making workhorse. Or I'm sorry, Nikola trucks. So what does the stock do for the next 2 years? Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? SSYS? What's up, bud?
Então você pega o que ele foi Pokémon
Pokemon. We'll talk. I'm wrapping up here. Okay. Hey, can you get dressed for the day? You need to be getting dressed, bud. Yeah. So SSYS has been in a multi-year nothing. So it's just a non-starter. I don't buy stocks like this. Just flat and flat to down. Actually, just staying under lows from 2016. I'm just not interested. It's just not. It's not worth your capital. It's just not worth your capital. Yeah. I feel like sometimes you see these investors that say it's going to take a few years to pay off. And I'm like, well, be better at your fucking job and make it only a few months. So, yeah, I don't like these stuck in sideways garbage action. Like if you could just have a wall filled with every stock, that'd be awesome if I could get like a 100-inch, 120-inch LED, OLED touchscreen and it could just break all the stocks in the market into things and near 52-week lows, near 50, like just split them up in different ways. I would avoid stocks at 52-week lows, um, pretty much at all costs. Yeah, pretty much at all costs. What's up, Ellie? I'm leaving. I'm out of here. I got bored. Market's boring me right now. Similar to Elon's boring company. Oh, come on, man. This software's garbage. Yep, basically sitting on hands. Not much to do. I mean, the market gapped up and it's just been up here. We haven't really moved up a lot, haven't moved down a lot, so there's just nothing to do. So I'm trying to yeah, kids are being fun this morning. It's beautiful outside. It's like 80 degrees, which is awesome. Maybe I'll go mow the front yard for the next 20 minutes or so. We'll see. You're scared a little bit? Well, if you're mostly in cash, you have nothing to be scared about, Ellie. You have nothing to be scared about. So that's about it, my friend. Yeah. And if it goes up, already made great profits this year, and we'll be able to jump back in on. I mean, the beautiful thing about the stock market, especially, is the fact that when things do rebound, you'll always find something to buy, something, and you only need one or two or five to really propel you forward. You don't have to get the first one. You don't have to get the first one. So, yeah, mostly in cash is a good place to be. I mean, burning a hole in your pocket a little bit like me, but just have to be comfortable waiting it out after a couple cycles, which we've already been through a couple cycles in the past few years. I mean, you can see the patience, you know, maybe a pointed buy here or there, but jumping in when the time is right is really the key. And so far it's not that time. It's only been like a week. So patience, grasshopper. All right, guys, I'm bouncing. You guys have a great day. I will see you tomorrow, which is Friday, and we'll see what happens then.